Hello everyone, it's Gallic from Noctua Owl Gaming. Welcome to my channel. I hope everything is going well today. We are going to be playing as the French today. Yeah, I wanted an easy start, and I know playing as France is definitely that. But as nations go, France is a good start for new players. Its tree does help you figure out where to go. I don't think France should be the first playthrough, but still new player friendly with how powerful France could be. I must say, I got very lucky start and grew ways I didn't think I could this fast. Only thing that grew faster than my army was my shrinking income. If you like my work, please do subscribe. Now let's get to this gameplay of the overpowered nation, France. Here we are playing as France today. Now, normally I dislike France, but when I play France, they're amazing. One of the big reasons why I hate France is one, he's a monster. He's a big bully on the block. We all know this. He has his appanages that he starts with, which are vassals that they're a little more rowdy than normal vassals, so we'll have to get that. We do start with an estate that allows us to have +3 to our diplomatic relations, and it does reduce their liberty desire on the same continent. Now, these guys can only be annexed after you seize land. I don't know if you only need to do it once or you need to do it every time before it. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we'll figure that out today. I see the nobles start with a lot of power, so that's going to be a lot of fun to deal with. And yeah, let's go ahead and go over their ideas. Our French ideas, we start with national manpower modifier +20%, diplomatic reputation +1, and we finish all our ideas. We get development costs -10%. We get national tax modifier +10% and war tax costs -50%. You get morale of armies +15%, yearly army tradition +0.5, national unrest -1, reform progress growth +10%. You get native uprising chance -50 and native assimilation +50%. Court creation costs -10% and maximum absolutism +5. Then we get discipline +5 and fort defense +15% and garrison army damage +50%. One of the big reasons why France is such a big monster and bully is because he gets this +15% morale of armies right here. And it's not, there are some other ones that do get like 10% as well, but with France, it's one of those things where he usually starts with good generals too. But he gets that 15%, then he can get the joust, which is another 10%, and then that's 25. Then you can get this for 35% morale of armies. Then you get a morale of armies guy right here, and that's 55%. So he, and all that morale will just kick your butt early on in the game. But yeah, he is a monster, and I get to be that monster today, so that should be fun. I'm going to figure out my estates and look at all this power the nobility has. I might have to not give him something to get that down, and figure out my alliances. And it'll probably be Castile. Maybe I'll go after Aragon, not sure. We are definitely going to fight England. That is a must. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll get that all sorted out, and I'll see you after that. So the event happened, the surrender of Maine, which is what we wanted. It happened rather quickly, which is really nice. Sometimes it could take a while, but this time it took less than a year, it looks like. Anyways, so we are going to teach them how to war, and we're going to get France takes control over Maine. And he will declare war on us. So that means Castile will come into this, and we'll run down and hopefully fight Portugal down here. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do that. We do want to fight with our general here. We gotta probably squeak through Aragon. We're gonna have to come down through Aragon, which is perfectly acceptable. I do have a guy being made right here, so he's gonna probably siege Bordeaux, and hopefully England does land up here, and we'll just beat him up and get him out. Oh, it looks like he's helping Denmark. Okay, so since he is here now, we're going to move our troops down to fight Portugal, because Portugal is pretty much where we're going to hopefully get all our wins with this guy, so we can get some cannons right away. And let's see. For that, we need it's way down here at the bottom. We have that. We just need to win the 4 battles. We have a military advisor, and our army is 85%, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and teach them how to war. The 100 Years War is over. We definitely won. We got over here in England, got London, and we're gonna call this good. We're gonna take Cornwall, Pale, and Calais also in this, as well as all our cores returned. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. I'm hoping to get one of these Irish right here, turn him into a vassal, and then take over all of Ireland, because you can just chain stuff over here, which is my plan to do. Okay, I finally finished refined the Bombards. What I did was I seized lands when my nobility was low, and then I just sold titles. I'm lower than I like to be for estate lands, but that'll get up. I'm going to be developing Paris soon enough. We do need to get to 30, and when the Renaissance pops, we'll go ahead and get Paris up a little bit. And then the Pope will probably die, and then we'll have a cardinal there that will just get it up all the way. So it's not too big of a deal. So we'll go ahead and do this. And we will get 3 cannons now early on in the game. The only other country I believe that does that is the Ottomans, and they get 4. So these guys are really good in the beginning for sieging stuff down. It's time. We're going to go ahead and start taking over Ireland. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is just to block England. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. We do have not much AE, so I'm not too worried about a lot of this right now. I wish I could get Burgundy to like me, but he's probably going to become a PU under Austria or some other guy. Hopefully some other guy, so I could just beat the snot out of him. But for now, we'll start taking over all these Irish guys. I'm sending my 2nd army over here now, and then we'll just pretty much take all this over. No big deal. The wars with the Irish are over. I just finished it all up. I did attack Sligo and got Ulster too, who was allied to Scotland, so we got that out of the way. I was getting a claim on Leinster here because he was allied to both of them, but they both rivaled him, so that sucks. So we did get a claim. I'm pretty much going to finish up this right here, so I'll take some time. And then I'm going to focus probably on Brittany. I'll probably go after Brittany. It will break our truce with England if we do that. I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna let my AE die down just a little bit because it is a little high, but nobody really cares too much about Ireland up here. So yeah, let's keep going. I just had my last war with the Irish, so now all of Ireland belongs to me. We can unlock our new military idea. Now quality would be really good for us because we will be doing some naval stuff, and we will have we do have a lot of cavalry, which would be nice, and we do get this 0.5 yearly army tradition, which pairs well with ours, one of our ideas that we get unlocked, our French ideas. Aristocratic would be fun because we get cavalry combat ability. Like I said, we already have a lot of cavalry. We could make them a little cheaper as well, and we could get a government reform that increases it by like another 10%. And that's not too hard to unlock. It's not too far in the tree, so we'll definitely have it before then. I think it's right here in this military one. Yeah, it's form the Grenadiers. We just need 1,600 cavalry. That's why it's tempting to go aristocratic. And of course, there's always offensive, which I think is one of the strongest ones, because if you have good generals, that'll help you out a lot. Like if you have a 6 shock in the early on, oof, that'll help you out. Not to mention the land force, the siege. Just win wars. The discipline right there is always nice, and in quality you do get discipline as well. That's a little bit more mid to late game, but I think I'm gonna do aristocratic because I don't normally do that, and it wouldn't be bad as France. We do get cavalry, so I wouldn't mind making them cheaper for that too. I just got Fossadine over here and Cow. Yeah, it's basically to get Fossadine, you need to have the Renaissance embraced in the province and have at least 15 development. And above 50 prestige, we're at 98 prestige because, you know, we're France and we had 1,000 wars already. So we're gonna go ahead and get gems. Truly outrageous. Now this should make the production here jump from 0.4 to 0.6. Yeah, making a whole ducat here, which is really, really nice. I decided with Provence, I'm going to try to get them as a PU, and to do that you need to have 150 relations with them, as well as 90 trust. And then you click this button and you cross your fingers and you pray. Now I remember somebody or people saying it's like a 30% chance or something like that. I have done France a couple times and it has happened every time. Luck of the draw, I guess. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. They decided to unite our houses. So yes, they did become a few. Maybe it's higher. Maybe I was wrong with that. So yeah, we do have them as a PU now, which is great. So that means we pretty much control all of this now, which it looks like we have Lorraine now as well, because they probably I wonder if it integrated them because of it. It might have, because it usually takes 50 years to get integrate a PU, but now we have Provence as a vassal. I just got an agenda to take over this state here in Scotland, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and seize this real quick. Here we go. I just got an agenda to take over Scotland here. I was thinking I don't want to do it, but honestly I think it's a good call. We'll just take this from England. He did have a war with them and he just took that, which is really, really weird. So we're gonna declare war here. We're gonna come in, just, you know, and take this. All right, the war with Scotland's over. Nice, quick, easy. We'll go ahead and pick this up here, add it to the piles of land we got up here in the north. I'm sitting here playing around and I click down here at Naples. I'm like, what's going on with Naples? Provence has cores on all of him. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it was a mission that he had, but he does have it. So again, I'm not sure exactly why he has gains core. Yeah, I think it's right here. I think this is why. And we're gonna take advantage of that, and we're gonna reconquest Napoli here, and we are gonna get all of these core, as many of these cores as we can. Now I think we can do it. We could probably do most of it in one war. It is cores, so they might be cheaper. Let's see, the cost is lower, so we might be able to fully annex all of Naples in this go. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna get this done. The reconquest for Lower Italy basically is gonna cost us a whopping 14 aggressive expansion. So we're gonna get all of Naples here for Provence basically for free, and yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that any day of the week. Since we have the opportunity to attack Aragon, we will. I do believe he is a rival of mine, so we definitely want to take advantage of that. I know we have 100 PP, but it always is nice to have more power projection and just keep on going. We're gonna do it for Rosello here, and we might just snake around like this and try to get like all the cheapest provinces we can, and just kind of go from there. And maybe next time we'll grab this and release was it Syracuse from here, and then that way we can get all his cores back and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and do it for Rosillo. Here it is, and yeah, let's get started. I'm not going to call in Castile because he will just take the stuff over here. I could always just take the islands. That might be better, and then we could come back later on and get more. But for now, we'll just see what happens. If it looks like he's going to declare war on him, then I'll go over and, you know, call him in, and that way I control the treaties between Aragon, Castile, and me. I just completed Crown Seat of Paris here. I just used all my prestige and lowered all my Liberty Desire of my appanages here, and that gave me a ton of reform here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up centralized monarch bureaucracy. No, I'm sorry, decentralized, because that lowers the autonomy in territories. So I'll get like a little bit more out of these Irish and Scottish lands here. Not a lot, but that's fine. But we also get to get lands for the church, which we definitely do want, because we are staying Catholic. All right, for our first age and discovery point, we're going to go ahead and pick up Justified Wars. The Aragonese War is over. We're going to go ahead and take the north from him, as well as the west side near Castile, and call it good here. We are getting over here something in Sicily. We just unlocked our new idea. We're gonna go with administrative because right now I'm struggling with governing capacity, and we're gonna want to get this anyways. Burgundy did join the PU with the Emperor Austria, and Austria is actually kind of a monster this game. He has Hungary, Bohemia, and Burgundy as a vassal here. So I am going to try Our Time Is Now, but he might be a little too strong for me. I'm just gonna let it click over because it will always pick the top one. I am not sure I'm going to be able to do it, but I am like 2 techs ahead of Austria. So if I come across the Austrian army, I can like roll his face pretty good. Burgundy is going to be an issue, but we'll see how this all works out. So I couldn't take the cores back unless I did the personal union, but now that we have cores on there, I'm going to do a white peace, and then this way I don't go to war with Castile because he is technically allied with Austria. And we're going to it was actually pretty rough. Burgundy had so many troops, and I would fight him, but then all of Austria's allies would come in and kick me out. So it was a pretty brutal fight. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just do this, and we'll try to get our cores back the next time, because now we have all these cores. We can just declare war and get all these cores back. I don't know what just happened, but Castile just got all the Dutch lands to the north here. It's kind of crazy, which kind of works out for me because I technically have cores there, so I could ask him to return cores. And yeah, we could get some cores back from him. It's time to finally declare war on Burgundy again, and Austria is going to be called in. I broke his alliance with Castile, and it's so weird that Castile got this up here, but that's fine. Well, I'm going to knock out the little guys as quickly as I can, like Florence and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this should be an interesting war. Hopefully we'll be able to pull it off, but it'll probably be a pretty strong, pretty tough war. For our next government reform, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Grenadiers here. And yeah, we're going to have cavalry combat ability plus 10%, morale damage plus 5%, and a little nobility equilibrium as well, which is really nice. The war with Austria is over. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We're going to get all our cores back for only 21 aggressive expansion. And I was literally just waiting for Poland to get out of the war. Unfortunately, he did get some stuff taken, but I'm not too worried about that. It's not my problem. So let's go ahead and end this. We'll get all these cores back over here, which is awesome. It's time. We're going to declare war onto Aragon here, and we're going to try to get a whole bunch of land from him as well. The war with Aragon is over. We're going to take the cheapest stuff we can from him and then come back for it a little later. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to declare war on England now. I have an agenda that's about to expire. We'll see if we can actually get it or not. So let's go ahead and start this. This is a peace deal with England. We're going to call it good right here, and then we're going to core everything up. We're going to go ahead and end Aragon here. So I'm going to declare war, take over the last 5 bits of land he has, and call it good on them. The war with Aragon's over. We're going to go ahead and eat up what's left of him. Luckily for us, he did not get the PU. Castile didn't get the PU over him. There is a female heir finally, but it doesn't matter because he won't exist anymore. Let's go ahead and end it. Boom, there we go. He did rival me, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. But we'll get there. I'm not too worried about him. It's time to take that one piece of land back from Castile up here. That's our core. We're going to do it for the core, and then we're just going to take some land and get this gold mine because I've been struggling on money. My military has just been so big that it's struggling a little. So we're going to go ahead and call in Poland, make this a little quicker, a little easier. And yeah, then we're gonna go in and just see if we can't stomp these guys into the ground. The war with Castile is over. I'm just gonna take these two land war reps. I've been struggling with money, and now that I did that with Castile and Portugal, I actually got a little bit of money in me. So what I've been doing, I haven't been doing too many wars, but I have been doing a lot that I may have not shown off. If it isn't obvious, Brittany is a vassal. I think I talked about that earlier. I got Mantua, and I just picked up Silesia. Now I need to have no appanages for this, but I need to become an empire. But the only way to become an empire is to basically there is a mission down here, I believe, right here, where it changes our tier 1 government reform and makes us an empire, because we're stuck in Kingdom right now. To do that, I needed to get this done and form the Grenadiers, and then I needed to have no vassals, basically, or at least not have the French strong duchies, which I could get rid of at any point. But the important thing is I needed land owned by the crown. I didn't know this. I was trying to look for this earlier and I couldn't find it till now. So I've been struggling with money and my aggressive. I was low-key trying to get Big Blue Bob. I was off by a year, unfortunately, or 2, but that's no big deal. That's why the England that's why I did that with England, because I was trying to get the exact amount I needed, but unfortunately I was just a little too slow, but that's fine. So basically I just need to get my estate land to 50 and I'll be able to become an empire, because right now we're stuck as it, and now I'm at my governing capacity all the time, so we'll get there. I decided to finally do this mission here, Papal of the Lands of Avignon, and basically I just insulted the Pope to get this. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one, and that gives us claims over here in northern Italy. And I did secure the Alpine Pass with Silesia here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up for minus 10% aggressive expansion, and then I'm gonna go to war, and I also get claims on all of Italy doing that, so Italy can now be attacked by me at any point. And we're gonna go ahead and take Ferrara here with our own Casus Belli, because we don't want, I want to try to get rid of all my vassals basically. And so here we go, let's go ahead and attack Ferrara. The war with Ferrara is over. We're just going to go ahead and pick that up and annex it. The Age of Discovery is about to end, so I'm going to go ahead and start my Golden Age. There we go. Now we have a ridiculous amount of morale. We have 5.34. If we look real quick in military and army quality, we probably have the highest. Yeah, look at that. We will pretty much crush anybody with morale that we come across. I finally finished off my admin ideas, so we're gonna pick up yearly legitimacy and reform growth plus 20%. Not the best one, but I really did need the government capacity, because I was a goober and did not make myself an empire, but we are working on that. We're gonna go ahead and declare war on Venice right now. I want to get Milan out of him, so that way I could just reconquest a whole bunch of his stuff back. And so let's go ahead and do that real quick. The Venetian war is over. We're just gonna take this one land from him and call it good. There we go. That's all we needed. We didn't need anything else. So I do believe now we can release Milan from here. There we go. And now we have Milan. It's time to go to war with Britain here, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're not gonna call in anybody. I'm actually tempted to take a land over here, and then we can release Denmark a little later and start taking over this Lubeck node. Looks like Norway's having a great game. Normally you don't see Norway break free, but Denmark doesn't exist anymore, so he's just doing his thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this for Gloucester here, and yeah, this should be a pretty easy war. This war with England's over. I'm just after the more of the center of trades here, like York, Lancashire, Gloucestershire here. So yeah, we're just gonna take all that, call it good. There we go. It's time to declare war on Castile again. We're going to go ahead and fight for their capital, but we're probably going to more likely take lands up here in the Netherlands area. I definitely want to get to Brabant here, and I might release Flanders from here and see if I can vassalize them. So let's go ahead and do that. I just unlocked my next idea, and I'm leaning towards diplomatic because I believe I'm very focused in Europe. I don't see the need to come over here when I have Great Britain started doing it. I can start eating him more and more and eventually just take it from him. So that's no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and go diplomatic so we can start getting that improved relations and more war score, so we can take more, it get lowered easier too. The AE, that is. This war with Castile is over. We're just gonna release the Bourbon up here, and we're going to take this land because it is in our node, our English channel here. And I'm going to release, I believe it was Flanders right here. And yeah, we're just gonna keep taking this area. Eventually we got to figure out how to get Holland and bring them into the fold. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to annex them, but or to vassalize them, but we'll see what's going to happen there. I'm probably going to have a war with the emperor, but that's no big deal. I'm going to finally declare war on Tunis. I've been meaning to do, oh my god, yeah, I've been meaning to do it for a while. I'm going to declare war on Tunis. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I have all these claims from earlier. I'm going to start taking land from him because I'm tired of him raiding me. So we're going to go ahead and end that once we get one of our guys back here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and declare, and we're going to come down here, and I'm sick and tired of him raiding me. The war with Tunis is over. We're gonna get 103 aggressive expansion, but it's fine. It's just a little bit of Morocco and some other people. It's not like we don't have a coalition that formed earlier. It's fine. I just noticed that Venice could join the coalition, so before that happens, I'm just gonna declare war, and we're gonna do a reconquest and kind of like drag our feet through it and just have a prolonged war for the cores back to let my AE die down. I have gone a little crazy, but we'll get there. This war with Venice is over. Our coalition has greatly diminished, so it's not too big of a deal anymore. I mean, yeah, Austria is there. He's probably going to be there for a while. Once I get my improved relations at diplomatic, it'll probably help a lot. But for now, we're going to go ahead and return all his cores back to Milan here. There we go. Our truce with England just came up. I'm going to need at least to attack him. I'm not sure I'm going to take anything, but I'm just going to do like a kind of shortish time, probably like a money war rep thing, because I want to not have him form and join the coalition. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're just gonna fight for Sussex here. Not a big deal. It shouldn't be hard. I just want to you know, keep them in line. This war with Great Britain is over. I just noticed that I don't really get much of a AE with everybody else because he decided to flip the Anglican. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take London from him and pretty much dominate the node now. Even more, I should say. We are already pretty the ones controlling most of it, so we are doing good in that regard. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I was gonna try to become an empire, but I missed the thing where it says no subject countries has a capital in the France region. Unfortunately, Provence has one in the French region here, as you see. So he's 1500 diplo. So I'm doing a diplomatic idea. and that's going to take quite a while. He only has a 5% chance of getting inherited, so giving him the southern of Italy was probably a bad idea if I wanted to become, you know, an empire, but it's okay. We'll definitely do that later. I am enjoying France, so I'm thinking about continuing this. I would love to beat up on the Ottomans, which I have a way in through Tlemcen here, so I'm thinking about doing that for my next video as well. Now, as you can see, I've been kind of just playing France, basically just not pushing things. I'm just casually playing France, going through the motions. And if we look here, I own all of my French lands. I own most of Great Britain, probably about like what 80% of Great Britain up here, of the island up here. I've taken a fourth of Iberia away. I have a lot of the northern Italian states, Milan, Saluzio here. I have a big chunk up here. I control all of southern Italy, so Italy is pretty much under my heel, and it's only 1530. It's only been 100 years, and I have already conquered a good chunk of this land over here, and it's been really easy. It hasn't been too hard. I haven't really had too many fights where I've lost. As France, no surprise there. So I would like to keep going. I would love to beat up the Ottomans as France, because that just sounds like a lot of fun. I did have a coalition. It is still technically there, but they're not forming right now, because I believe they're afraid of me right now, because I am Tech 12 and they're all Tech 11. So there is that. That being said, I'm gonna call it here. All I have to say is thank you for... No, I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna call it here for the game. I just invaded England. I took the London away from them. The English Channel is mine. I'm gonna continue playing France. I'm really enjoying it. It's been a lot of fun. We've beaten up Castile quite a bit. We've taken, you know, a fourth of Iberia down here away from them. I have vassalized a lot of people to get more land. Like Saluzio was what they control right now. I just vassalized that whole thing, which is amazing. I'm so big right now that I'm pretty sure that I could vassalize quite a bit of people. It's not as big as it was. I think a lot of people more likely got eaten. At one point I could do Fazan, but he's angry with me. I could almost do Genoa. If he was not a republic, I could easily do it, because we could do royal marriage. I am getting Albania here, and I could just do that to attack the Ottomans, and maybe just co-belligerent Tlemcen. We'll see. It might be easier to attack Tlemcen and get a land because he has allies. We could do Trent, we could do Siena, the Knights. You know, it's not too bad. I think a lot of these are probably just distance things, and you can easily get, like, if you get a royal marriage, like if we look at Albania here, I believe if you have a royal marriage you get +10, and with trust you can get another +10. So if you can get close enough and you're like 19 away, then you could do that. And you could also get diplomatic things to help you push, like you can get the papal legate if you're a Christian, or you could go diplomatic here and you can get another +2 here, and also you have your advisor you can get. So there's ways to keep growing when you have too much A like I do. I'm still growing with vassalization, which is a lot of fun. That being said, though, I am going to call it here. So wherever you are, I hope that you're having a great morning, a great evening, or a great night. Bye.